Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to be reacting to Hillsong Worship's new song, King of Kings. I'm not the biggest fan of worship music. I tend to be very critical. I feel like many of the people in the worship industry, it's the same writers and it's the same themes and we're getting the same songs. So it's very hard to win me over when it comes to a worship song. So I hope this is good though. Let's take a listen.
In the darkness, we were waiting without hope, without light.
Alright, just thinking about that line. In the darkness, we were waiting without hope, without light. I guess that's fine. I'm just thinking that there are some people. No, I guess we all are made with a desire, waiting and wanting for something. You know, we all have that deep desire for something. Because I was just thinking, like, there are some people who say that they aren't, which obviously I know there are some of those type of people. That's just life. But I guess, you know, we all are made with that desire for God. Okay.
Till from heaven you came running, there was mercy in your eyes, to fulfill the law and prophets, to a virgin came the
That's not often you find some form of scripture like that quoted in a song. Like, these are relatively obscure, not so obscure, but it's not John 3:16, you know. Props.
From a throne of endless glory to a cradle in the dirt. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty.
We aren't going to be able to sing that.
Forever to the King of Kings.
Alright, yeah, we are not trained vocalists like you, okay? We're not going to be able to hit that high note for Majesty, okay? Just imagine in church full of old grandpas and they all try to hit that Majesty. Like, you know, there's always that one person or a few of them at church. You're like, I'm not too sure if I want to sit too close to them because they're not the greatest at singing and kind of just messes me off when I try to sing. What a glorious earful to behold when everyone tries to hit that Majesty. But one real quick question of theology. I'm really curious. When we say King of Kings, who are we referring to? I really wonder. I mean, like, which person of the Godhead? Is it the Father or is it the Son? Or is it just God, the three in one? Do we refer to the Godhead as the King of Kings? Because I feel like that's usually a term that's usually reserved for Jesus. So then here in the chorus we say, praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory and majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. Because I just thought that King of Kings usually referred to Jesus the Son, or God the Son.
To reveal the kingdom coming and to reconcile the lost, to redeem the whole creation. You did not despise the cross.
See, it's talking about Jesus right here. So are we thanking the other two pieces of the Godhead for their contribution? It's a mellow music lyric video. I like that. I like how they have the box around the words so you can be able to read it. It's just kind of small, especially if they were to use it like on the screen, but then again they probably throw big screens anyways.
And the
This is very Easter-like.
Till that stone was moved for good, for the Lamb had conquered death, and the dead rose from their tombs, and the angels stood in awe.
Praise the mix of the guitar,
For the
please.
souls of all who'd come to the Father are restored, and the Church of Christ was born. Then the Spirit
Well, that's a long bridge. Just like What a Beautiful Name. Freedom. Sorry, just the free. Alright. Not bad. I was a little critical in some parts, and some of them I realized, you know, I shouldn't be as critical, but it's not too bad of a worship song. Issue is, I feel like we do have plenty of songs that just go over the life of Jesus. Not that it's bad, but we already have plenty of those. Like, a lot of those type of songs just kind of focus on the Passion Week, while this was kind of from the beginning to end and kind of incorporate, like, it probably is Philippians 2, where it's like that Jesus came down to earth as a man, lower than the angels, and went through this stuff. So, like, the first verse reminded me of that. When you really think about it, I really like how they were incorporating scripture in the song. Now, we don't always stop to think about the worship songs and how they incorporate scripture. Right now, I'm in that position where I am doing that, and so looking at this, I'm pretty impressed. I do think we do need more worship songs that is just very scripture heavy, like quoting scripture. But like how this incorporates scripture, I'm pretty impressed by it. And then like it did a pretty good job of just, you know, just going through the life of Jesus. More just, it just more or less, I think, just referenced his birth. And then said to reveal the kingdom coming and to reconcile the lost. So that was pretty much his ministry in 2 lines. Or, you know, that's also partially, you know, what his crucifixion took care of as well. And then the third verse, or the bridge, or whatever you call it, was just kind of heavy. There's just a lot there. So that's going to take a long time for your congregation to learn. It's like, we can't necessarily have a third verse, but we have so much more we want to say. We'll just cram it in there. Instead of bringing Andy Mineo to rap the rest, we'll just cram it in there. That's a bit of a lot there, because I was starting to get a little overwhelmed. Like, whoa, slow down. That's a lot of information there. You're not supposed to go that fast for a worship song. But no, I'm pretty impressed by it. I actually am. Not too bad. Now I'm expecting hearing the song everywhere, and that part I'm not too excited about, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and God bless.